Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We are outside today. It's getting beautiful and summery out here. And for our visitors, you may not know this, but we have a very, very active town government. Lots of volunteer efforts, as well as full-time and part-time employees. Particularly this time of year, we get a lot more seasonal employees starting. And for our year-round and seasonal residents, this is meant to give you a little update about what town government is up to, what we're doing, what we're thinking about, what's happened at recent meetings. So I'm not going to go into all of that right now. I'd be here for hours. But at our meeting last night, we had public hearing Wednesday, and we also announced there's a mosquito control forum on Monday at 4 o'clock at the Athenaeum, Monday the 21st, if people are interested in what efforts are going on about mosquito control this summer. We announced Emergency Preparedness Week. It's Commonwealth of Massachusetts Emergency Preparedness Week. Next week, our new Emergency Management Coordinator, Dave Franzuto, who, by the way, is doing a lot of other things besides emergency management coordination, many other things. Harbor plan, shellfish management plan, coastal management plan, continuing to oversee the operations of the Marine Department. Enough said.
Okay.
In any event, he talked about some meetings he went to this week regarding emergency management. We had some MEMA people here, Mass Emergency Management Agency, and he took them around on a tour. We also had a couple of resignation from the Energy Study Committee. I will not go into that. It was a relative of mine, by the way. And a couple of land issues, liquor license matter.
Did that pass? The liquor license?
Well, there were a number of liquor licenses. Don't jump ahead of me, okay? I'm going to get to it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. There was a change of manager at the Rotary. We amended the taxi cab regulations slightly. That'll be posted on the website.
What does that mean?
That just means, like, for example, one of the changes was that right now the cab licenses are supposed to have the address of the licensee and the operator displayed in the cab. We allowed them to take that out if they want to, just have the name of the cab, and their address is on file at the town hall and the police station. They had an issue with their address being displayed. We approved a private shellfish grant for Charles Connors. We talked about three telephone petitions. Two were approved, one at Jefferson Ave, one at Sherburne Turnpike, and the other one, which was a move of a pole on Highland Ave, was tabled for a week. There was supposed to be a new entertainment license for the Met on Main new restaurant where Even Keel was. That was rescheduled to next week. Not next week, June 6th. Entertainment license, June 6th. Toss Nantucket. That is a new business opening in Bayberry Court over where Dan's Pharmacy used to be. That was also continued to next week. I think it's a salad bar.
No
kind
way.
Of a sort of. I'm sure there's more to it.
It's called Toss?
It's called Toss, Nantucket. Toss.
Oh, that's interesting.
They approved a new liquor license for the White Elephant hotel residences. That used to be, I believe, the Harbor House. Moved. They need a liquor license and a common victualler license. They got both of those. There was a minor, well, I don't know about minor, a change of premises, alteration of premises at the Sea Grill. You know, they've got that new nice looking area out back.
Yep.
They had to technically get approval for that, so they did. And the board approved a seasonal wine only package store license for Bartlett's.
Okay.
That did pass. We talked about the Hummock Pond Road bike path. That project is going to, thanks to the generosity of an anonymous donor, with a donation, which I'm sure we'll be getting very shortly, of $500,000 for this $3.2 million project. It's contingent upon that project being substantially complete by June of 2013, about a year from now. So we have a very, very aggressive schedule to get that project done and underway. So things are going to be starting. I'm not sure when the shovel hits the ground, but it'll be by the end of the summer.
Oh, sure.
And it's going to move after that. So be on the lookout. The board also approved a written decision which granted an HDC appeal left over from last week. It was just carried over. They talked about the proposed scope of service for the Nantucket Energy Office. We talked about, the board recently asked National Grid if they would consider opening up their parking lot at Candle Street for parking this summer. They wrote back, asked a bunch of questions, so we gave them an update on the status of the questions getting answered. And lastly, the board decided to send a letter supporting a no discharge area in waters around Nantucket. There's a map, and everybody seems to think it's all good. Next week, and what that means is 3 miles out, all around Nantucket and out into Nantucket Sound, it will be declared a federal no discharge zone. I think we all know what that means, don't we?
Right.
No discharge of sewage.
Gray water. Or even gray water?
I don't know about gray water, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It might also be gray water.
Okay.
Some kind of announcement happening over there. Okay, next week, May 23rd, we have a pretty huge meeting. By the way, if anybody wants to march in or watch the Memorial Day Parade, it starts at Legion Hall, Sunday, May 27th at 1 p.m. Bad news, sewer rates are increasing.
Oh, that's a huge surprise.
I know, it is a huge surprise. Beginning in June. This was approved by the board some months ago, but just a reminder to people, seasonal rates are going up.
All right.
We are having a presentation from the Army Corps of Engineers. Remember they were doing that low-flying helicopter looking for unexploded ordnance?
Yes.
In the spring, Tom Nevers, they're going to come give a little update about what they found, what the next steps are with that project, things like that.
Yep.
Okay, and then we had some stuff that was tabled from last night, which I think I just mentioned. We have a whole bunch of real estate items. We're doing a public hearing on committee applications. If people are interested in applying to be on a town committee, commissioner, board, please check the town website. We have lots of vacancies. There's a new entertainment license being applied for by Arno's Breakfast and Seafood Restaurant, 41 Main Street.
Ooh.
Oh, here's something interesting.
Yeah.
The Traffic Safety Work Group has proposed making Cherry Street, which runs to the, what direction is that?
That's the Cherry runs past the Cumberland Farms.
Yes.
Or the other one.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
If you're standing and looking at Cumberland Farms, it's not that street right there, that's Williams, it's the next one.
Right.
On the left. Anyway, the proposal is to make that one way towards Orange Street. So coming from Pleasant to Orange.
Yep.
Seems sort of logical.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I mentioned all of these real estate items. At town meeting, this past town meeting, we adopted a general law which allows the town to establish a senior work-off program for eligible residents. You can work off a portion of your tax bill through various volunteer opportunities. So,
what?
If you're a senior citizen.
Oh.
It's not for you yet.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
I know, but you're ways off. In any case, we're adopting a policy about this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's see.
Great idea.
I'm giving a code enforcement consolidation update. And I guess I might as well let the cat out of the bag right now. We are going to propose to the board that the offices at 37 Washington Street move to 2 Fairgrounds Road. We talked about this about a year and a half ago, and the appetite wasn't quite there by the board at this point, but I believe it is now. And we feel there are a lot of good reasons for this, all of which I will go into at the meeting next week. And then we would plan to move some finance offices from the Mooney building, which is in very poor condition, over to 37 Washington. So the renovations that are going on at 37 Washington now will not go to waste. Then we can begin the process of selling the Mooney building.
I got you. That's
so it all
the plan.
sort of follows. That's the plan in more detail next week.
Okay.
We're getting another update on airport capital projects and National Grid parking in. So there's lots of things going on.
It really is.
And it's all good, of course.
Yeah.
And hopefully, Gina, we'll be outside from now.
We probably will.
For the summer.
Yes, we will be.
Okay.
It is wonderful.
And the board, I believe, is anticipating starting its summer meeting schedule in July and August. Yep. Where they will meet 2 times a month, one in July and 2 times a month in August instead of every week. So that we'll publish that and announce it and stuff. But just so you know.
Yep. Okay, we appreciate it.
Okay, thanks very much. See you next time.